Hello there, how are you? I hope all is well and everything is absolutely amazing on your end. Welcome back on my channel. You're listening to Light Channelings once again, and I am back with a new card reading for all of you. Before starting with today's card reading, allow me to express my gratitude for the loving positive energy you're sending towards me. May God bless you with abundance in all of its beautiful forms. So let's get started with today's reading. Before starting with the reading, I'd like to put a disclaimer for all of you. I'd like you all to take note that today's reading may trigger you here and there in bits and pieces. For that, I advise you to remain calm, patient, composed, and balanced. It's not like there's anything negative, but yes, after listening to few things here and there, you may feel triggered, angry, or upset. I advise you to listen to this reading till the end to understand the bigger picture, okay? There is nothing negative in it in regards to your connection or anything you should be worried about that may happen or is happening. It's just a phase and people are just acting out of their negativity for a while now. But then, yes, there is divine intervention and you'll see what's happening and how it's going to turn out for you in your favor and in the favor of this divine spiritual soul connection of yours, ultimately in the favor of the righteous one. So listen to me till the end. That's why I advise you to listen to me till the end, okay? So what do I see here and what's being shown? I'm being shown two people who are extremely toxic, clinging on to their connection or being present in someone else's life, acting and behaving like a devil. Being the devil in someone's life, if that's to be said a little more honestly, okay? These two people could be someone's parents here. It's more likely going to be your counterpart's parents. Very, very toxic, very, very negative, extremely arrogant, deceptive, stubborn and rigid, and are repeating the old cycles of abuse, unfair treatments, injustices, neglect, carelessness, arrogance, pride, rigidity, orthodox mentality, and things of that sort you already are aware of, okay? If there is no involvement of anyone's parents, toxic ones, I see a toxic pair of a brother and sister who share an extremely toxic connection and are the reason of this havoc that you had to experience in your life coming from their interference or because of their toxic connection. If there is no such thing as such, your counterpart may have a very negative, unhealthy, toxic, karmic relationship with another person, man or woman, depending on who you are and who's the one who's listening to me at the moment. These two people are clinging on to each other or were clinging on to each other for very, very negative and wrong reasons. And that is why you had to go through a lot in your life or in this connection, because both of them were not listening, were not paying attention to the signs or the synchronicities, were being extremely rigid, stubborn, arrogant, and proud, not budging at all, caring about nothing except their own selfish agendas here they wanted to fulfill by being together, okay? So these are the few cases and the conditions. Take what resonates and leave the rest. If all of these situations and conditions are applicable to you and in your situation, then it is what it is. If one such condition applies, then also you can listen to this reading till the end. So whoever these people are and whatever connection they share with each other, they've been wrecking your connection like anything. Just speaking the truth. If it's another person your counterpart is not letting go of, or the other person is not letting go of your counterpart, the very first thing I'd like to tell you all here is that it's because these two people are being extremely stubborn, rigid, and deceptive. Both of them are about to attract extreme levels of suffering, misery, and losses in their lives. Universe is becoming very, very ruthless here with these two people because of their own rigidity and stubbornness. They're holding on to something they shouldn't hold on to, which is doomed to end, bound to end, meant to come to an end, complete dissolution. These people are not listening and not paying any attention to their own divine calling and their own intuition. If these are someone's parents here who are being extremely controlling and rigid in their ways, in their attitude, in their behavior, and are rejecting you, are disapproving of you and your connection to please others, to please society, to satisfy their own ego and arrogance, to act rigid and proud so that they can feel powerful or be in power and control. All of these people are about to attract extreme levels of pain, suffering, losses, and some bad phases. I hate to deliver such sort of news, but I have to because this is the truth. Whoever these people are, doesn't matter if it's your own counterpart, if it's that other person who's clinging on to your counterpart for negative reasons, if it's their parents, if it's their sister, if it's their brother, whoever it is, because I am picking up a sibling energy as well. Not so anything related with friends in this reading, but that could be true. But overall, what I'm picking up is that two people who share extremely toxic connection are clinging on to that connection and on to each other for very, very negative and wrong reasons. These people are protecting their connection, thinking that they shouldn't give up on it, thinking that they don't have to change, thinking that they'll get away with whatever it is they are doing, thinking very, very negatively about everything, about you, about your emotions, about their own emotions. Both of them are being extremely manipulative here, extremely negative, arrogant, stubborn, and rigid. Pardon me for repeating these words again and again, but I'm just trying to explain where these people are coming from and why it is they are acting and behaving in such a way. These people want what they want at all costs. They do not care about their consequences, and even if they do, they are just being ignorant and indifferent because they think if they surrender, if they let go of their control, if they let go of their negativity and toxicity, you are going to win over them. This is something which is disturbing them, and it is damaging their ego, and they're not able to handle it properly. This is why, that's the reason why they are not being righteous, but being extremely toxic, negative, and completely insentient at the moment. That's the reason behind all of this. Again, I repeat, it doesn't matter who it is acting and behaving in such a way. All of them are attracting extreme level of karma in their lives, coming from financial losses to health related losses to material losses to emotional, in all areas of their lives. Universe is going to make these people so miserable that they have no choice but to surrender, let go of their ego, pride, and arrogance, and seek mercy, ask for forgiveness. This is what these people need to learn. And it's because they don't want to learn this lesson, because they think that it's like a defeat for them, they are attracting these kind of changes and disasters in their lives, which is very, very unfortunate. And do not feel happy about it, because this is just unfortunate. If these people could just let go of their rigidity and their need to control and cling on to, they can save themselves and the lives of those others as well who may get negatively impacted by these coming changes. But they are not listening and are not paying any attention to it. Then universe has no other way to bring justice and order and arrangement here into these situations of yours. All of you are going through. This is what's going to happen. It's not like these two people or all of these people are not aware of what they need to do. They are very well aware of everything. They are very well aware that they need to change. They're very well aware that one way or the other they are going to have to pay the price, but still, this need to control, this need to cling on to each other, this need to remain stuck in their own comfort zone, this ego of theirs, which is the real cause here, is making them attract even more horrible and terrible situations no one would even ever imagine to attract or expect. It's very, very sad and unfortunate. It's just bad. I'm seeing these two people are going to be in so much pain before they can make any changes that I don't know how they are going to come out of it. I do not see any guidance for that. Yes, there is one thing they can do. I'll talk about it. But that's the same thing they don't want to do. It's letting go of their ego, arrogance, rigidity, pride, and their orthodox mentality, ways of living and being, this stigmatic attitude of theirs. They need to let it go. They need to stop being so obnoxious and hostile towards others. They need to stop doing that. Both of them or all of them need to stop being so deceptive, so manipulative, and so wicked here. That's what they need to do. And there's only one thing I'm seeing here. It's not something I'm making up. There's only one way for them to either stop these changes from entering into their lives or come out of, if it has already started. That is, all of them need to treat you right and give you what you rightfully deserve. Which means, if there is this issue coming from a mother figure or a sister or this person who's clinging on to your counterpart, holding on to them for negative reasons, this person need to walk away, let go, and stop interfering in your connection and relationship. This person needs to stop talking shit. This person needs to stop instigating your counterpart against you. This person needs to stop with all the emotional drama and the nonsense and the negativity she is spreading here and there. This person needs to move on and walk away from your counterpart at first on its own. Otherwise, universe is going to force those changes upon her. I don't want to say it, but where would you go if you catch a life-threatening disease? How are you going to be able to control anyone's life then if you are not even in control of your own life? If you won't even be in control of your own life. I hate to say it, but I'm seeing these kind of changes. Extremely painful diseases, sicknesses. Someone may end up on streets. Someone may lose all of their money. Not even a single penny would be there in their bank account or in their hands. Someone may just get bedridden. They may have to go through something extremely devastating which is going to shake their foundation completely, and they may just lose their sense of self, emotional balance. My God, I'm seeing such extreme outcomes here. I don't even want to speak about it. Things are flashing in front of my eyes. People may end up in mental asylums. Can you imagine that? Can you imagine that? Now things can stretch to these levels. If these two people, or if these people do not let go of their control and end this toxic connection, if it's between a mother and a son, if it's between two people who are holding on to their illicit relationship or connection, if it's a karmic connection between two people who were committed to each other but have found out that it is not meant to be and it should come to an end, if it's parents who are interfering in their child's life and are not letting him or her live on his or her own terms but are being extremely dictative, authoritative, negative, manipulating, and are blackmailing that person, I mean their child, to act and behave according to their rules, their demands or commands. I'm sorry to tell you all, the coming changes are not at all anyone would ever even expect their enemies to go through. I'm simply seeing that, and these are extreme kind of situations, circumstances, and changes that are lining up for these people. There's only one thing they can do here. There's only one situation. They change their ways. Your counterpart needs to stop being so arrogant and so deceptive here, because they may just completely lose everything. They may just end up being a loser. What should I say here? I'm not even getting the right word. I am simply seeing these people are going to lose everything, coming from their financial stability to their emotional stability, which means these people are going to lose anything and everything they have, as well as anyone and everyone they love. Families are going to get destroyed. Businesses are going to collapse. Work situations are not going to work out in their favor. I'm simply seeing if your counterpart is with this other person they've chosen over you, or if it's their parents or their brother and sister who are trying to impose another connection onto them for material reasons, for dowry, if that's the case, or to bring more money into their family, or just for the sake of leveling up in their status in their society. All I am seeing here is that these people are going to end up being broke with nothing in their hands, and even if they have money, prosperity, abundance, or any kind of property, it's going to get taken away from them. Instead of them receiving an increase in their abundance, they're going to end up losing what it is they already have. On the top of that, if your counterpart even goes to start a new business, career, or profession, they're going to receive nothing but rejection and humiliation from those people. Not just rejection, I'm seeing humiliation to such an extent which may destroy this person's confidence completely. And on top of that, it's going to make this person depressed as hell. An insult can destroy someone's confidence. It can give them a big hit. Those who are already going through something like this are very well aware of what I'm trying to say here. That's why I said this is just extreme. That's why I said this is so extreme. Please pray for these people, please. And even that person, if there is another woman here who is holding on to your counterpart and is not letting go, even after receiving all the signs and the warnings that she needs to let go, she needs to let go of that control. She needs to stop being so wicked here. She needs to stop being so arrogant and so proud here. She needs to stop wishing for victory, because nothing is going to come out of wishing for victory here. All of this that is going on here has nothing to do with anyone's victory or defeat. These are connections. All of these people, including you, share soul connection with each other. And the biggest one here is between you and your counterpart, which these people are racking up including your own counterpart, by listening to them and by entertaining them, prioritizing them over you for negative reasons. It's not like just because they've found out or just because this connection has come into the picture, you have to abandon all your connections and only pursue this one. No, not at all. Divine has never suggested or taught anyone to do anything as such. That's equally negative. But what these people have done and are doing here, they are not doing it with pure and positive intentions. They are trying to exercise their control and their authority to repeat the old cycles of negativity and abuse, which were supposed to end and shut down. That was the purpose of your divine spiritual soul connection. That's why it came into the picture. But what these people are doing are exactly opposite of the divine will and exactly opposite of the purpose, the bigger purpose of this divine spiritual connection for which it came into the picture in the first place. So by them mistreating you, by them humiliating you, by them rejecting you, by them giving you pain, excruciating one, they are just going to end up bringing in worse into their own lives, because it was a test, an opportunity for them to change for the better. It was an opportunity and a chance for them to learn their lessons, let go of their negativity that they've been holding on to for years, ages, and centuries now, and change these patterns for good. That was the real purpose. But because these people have failed in realizing and understanding the bigger purpose behind all of this that was going on, and they are so focused on winning and having control, power, and authority, look at what it is they are gaining. For this imaginary victory they want, look at what it is they are bringing into their lives. You call this victory? Who would call this victory? Or progress, or progression, or abundance? They want to end up being broke on streets, living a miserable life with pain and suffering. You call this victory? You call this success? Really? Ask yourself. And these people need to ask themselves, because it is coming. For a lot of them, it has already started. I hate to tell you, someone may just pass away here, out of the blue. I'm not even seeing a natural one. This passing away may not happen naturally or organically. Means this person may have to leave this plane before their actual time of departure, only because this person crossed their limits. This is how things are going to roll out here. Who'd wish that to happen to anyone? No one would ever wish that to happen to anyone. So what guidance is coming up here for you especially is to just wait and watch and do nothing about it. Do not react. Maintain your own positive energies. Do not focus on them or anything that which they are doing. That's why I said this reading may trigger you here and there, but you need to remain calm, patient, and balanced. Ultimately, sooner or later, these people would have to or are going to get forced to come down on their knees and surrender their pride, ego, and arrogance. If they are not listening to divine calling politely, then there is no other way for divine to operate with them or deal with them, but to bring them these kind of changes which they are bringing into their lives by their own karma. Divine has nothing to do with it. They are the creator of their own reality, so you should pay attention to yours, because universe is going to make them so miserable they would have no other choice but to treat you right. That is why it's all happening. It's because these people are being stubborn and rigid and are not doing what it is they need to be doing here, because there is a bigger plan and a bigger purpose for it to be fulfilled, but they are being stupid here. They are thinking that they can play with the divine. These people believe they can do whatever it is they want and get away with it. No, not happening. Not happening at all. Sooner or later, these people are going to come to realize that they better had a change of heart in the past. Then they'll come to their senses. Then they are going to let go of their cockiness, the stubbornness of theirs. And before that, they're going to go through some really, really big changes, which are going to shake their foundation completely. And I do not see any kind of abundance coming into their life. What I'm seeing here is that they're going to lose anything and everything they already have or are going to try to create. That's it. Universe is being very clear with them. Either you do justice with this connection. First and foremost, we are talking about this connection of yours. We are not even talking about you as a person here. We are talking about this connection. This connection had a bigger purpose to fulfill, which they destroyed. So anything and everything they're going to try to create is going to be destroyed. It's going to get taken away from them. Abolished, demolished, crushed, smashed. Call it whatever you please. But it is going to happen. Universe is giving them very clear signs now, very, very clear warnings. It's time for some real action, some real change, and some movement. So if they ignored the warnings already, if they ignored the signs, then there was no other way around. There was no other solution for divine other than what is happening at present with these people or is going to happen in the very near future. But they still have a choice here. They still have a choice. This choice is going to remain with them. Either they get humbled and ask for forgiveness and mercy and treat you right, give you what you rightfully deserve, which means your counterpart would have to come back as a changed person, completely changed. No manipulation, no attitude, no arrogance, no ego, no pride, nothing. They'd have to give you clarity and answers to your questions. They'd have to ask you for forgiveness. They're going to have to apologize and they're going to accept all of their mistakes without any ego, pride, and arrogance, without trying to dust off themselves from taking responsibility and accountability for what it is they have done and destroyed here. All of those other people are going to have to treat you right with respect and dignity, and they'll have to give you what is rightfully yours, which means they'd have to step away from interfering in your connection. The other person would have to leave, walk away and never return back, not even look back, least even think of returning back. If this person doesn't do that, then this person is going to end up feeling sorry for herself or himself if it's a man. I'm being very clear and honest here. If these issues are coming from someone's parents or brother and sister, guess what's going to happen with them? Did I not say that someone may pass away? Did I not say that someone may catch a very painful illness or disease, a life-threatening one? Did I not say someone may lose their house, their business, their job, their stability and everything? Did I not say anything as such? Did I not say that someone may lose a very precious, valuable relationship they have in their life because they have snatched something like this from someone who did them nothing wrong? That's the reason here. Before serving people with their karma, universe provides people with enough of chances, warnings, guidance, resources, awareness, and everything they need. It's when people fail to realize that they need to pay attention to something divine is trying to communicate and convey to them, they end up bringing these kind of changes into their life. And that's exactly what I see happening here. So there is only one thing that can change all of this. It's when they change for good. It's when they have a change of heart. And some of them are only going to realize after going through some really devastating losses and failures into their life. Because it is going to happen. Universe is going to force them to change, to have a change of heart, to get humbled, to give you what is rightfully yours, and do justice with this spiritual soul connection of yours. There is no other way around. That's it, and that's just what I'm seeing here. There is just no other way around. So remain patient. This person is going to have to step up. I mean, your counterpart, after going through what they are bringing into their life. Don't stress about what's happening at present, and don't even think about it, because people choose sometimes their own destiny, and they have done that here. So it's not for you to worry about it, because there is just nothing for you to worry about it. Just see, wait and watch, and universe is going to show you how powerful it is and how powerful your divine team and their divine team is, because these changes are coming after the approval of their divine team, their angels, guides, ascended masters, and guardian angels as well. They've approved of these changes, and they're allowing these changes to come into their life because of their ignorance and their careless attitude. It's when they are not even listening or paying attention to their divine team, then there is no other option left. You get my point? So just remain patient, because this is how universe is going to bring order and justice into this situation. All of them are about to just fall into the pitfalls they created for themselves. That's it. So I don't want to stretch this reading any further than this. That's all for now. I'll be back again sooner than later. Till that time, please take care of yourself and your loved ones. If you feel like there is someone this reading can help, or if you share it, it can help people have a change of heart or stop from doing anything negative, then kindly share it with others. It's your choice, not forcing and not even asking. Okay, so that's all. Take care. Bye-bye.